Yo, what's happening, people? Wow, my voice. What happened there? Well, apologies, but let me start again. Yo, what's happening, people? Okay, we are live right now, live from the village right now. It is 1 minute past 9 in the PM right now. It is the 20th of the January of the 2023 right now. It is Friday night right now. We're about to play some games right now. We're about to play Final Fantasy VII right now from way back in 1997 right now. Although this is the remastered version for the PS4, so it's the same old game, but I just cleaned it up a little bit for the PS4 right now. Wagwan, people, wagwan. Okay, let me switch over to this screen. Before we start the game. Okay, so yeah, Friday night, I'm gonna play some games. This is, I guess, yeah, this would be the last gaming live stream before one departs this country in the direction of Pakistan. So I have a flight. My flight is on Wednesday morning. So yeah, this is the last gaming live stream. This time next week, God willing, I'll be in Karachi in Pakistan. Yeah, so I might see if I could do like a live stream from there, maybe from the hotel, or because the hotel has Wi-Fi, or maybe if there's a cafe that has Wi-Fi, I can maybe use that. But yeah, I might see if I could do a live stream from Karachi. That would be pretty cool, and maybe show you guys a few images and that kind of stuff. But we'll see how it goes. I can't promise it, you know, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's for then. For now, it is Final Fantasy VII. So here's the thing about this game. So yeah, it came out in 1997, and on the PlayStation. And what I remember is being in a shop with one of my little brothers who wanted the game. I don't think I've even heard of it at this point, but he wanted it, and he got it and got home, and I was looking at it while he's playing, and it looked kind of to me like I was kind of like, nah, I'm not that interested. But eventually I was kind of like, all right, let me have a go at this. So eventually I put it in and I was playing it, and I was like, all right, you know, it's pretty cool, you know, I can kind of dig it. And I'm playing, and I get to, by the way, this is back in the PlayStation days where you had discs, and this game had 3 discs, right? And I got to the second disc after, I don't even know how many hours of play, but I got to the second disc, and it was maybe like an hour or 2 into the second disc, and I saved. And then when I came back, that save file was gone. Like, I don't know what happened, but there was a corrupted save file. So it was just like, after all that, it just didn't, yeah. So that annoyed me. Yo, what up, Al Evans in the place to Bevins, Wagwan. Just telling a story about Final Fantasy VII and how when I first started playing it many years ago, I got all the way to the second disc on the PlayStation. So this is, I don't know how many hours it took me to get to the second disc. So I got all the way to the second disc, and there was a corrupted save file, so it just wasn't happening. I did try playing it again like a few times, and it haven't really stuck. So this is me attempting this game again. Hopefully this time I could actually get through the whole game, but I've never completed Final Fantasy VII. It's been a game that I've been wanting to complete for a long time now, but I've never actually done it. So hopefully this time I can actually get through the game without save issues or anything like that. I might need a little help with some stuff, because we'll see how it goes. I might need to ask the community for a few guides, but hopefully this time it sticks. We could get through Final Fantasy VII, because it's been the bane of my existence for a while. But AE in the place to be. How is you today? How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. The very last live stream before, well, the last gaming live stream before I head out to Karachi next week. So yeah, no gaming live stream next week. But yeah, how's it going, man? Let me switch over to this screen so y'all can see what I can see. So this is a remastered version of the game. So it's the exact same game as the original. They just cleaned out the graphics, you know, make it look a bit smoother. You know, they haven't improved the graphics. It's just the resolution is a bit different. Like if you went with the old resolution, it would not look this way. It would look very pixelated, or maybe very kind of soft. You know, back in the what would you call it? Back in the CRT monitor days. So yeah, they've cleaned out the graphics a little bit. Not clean out graphics, but yeah, just smoothed out the graphics a little bit, just so it's a nicer resolution. And also they've changed the controls a little bit. Like it's all the same controls, but I think they just remapped some of the buttons to make it feel a bit more natural to how I think most Westerners play video games, because the original buttons were a bit different. That is gutted. I was playing RE2 remake on the hardest difficulty, got halfway through the game with no saves and got killed and had to start again from the beginning. I was oof. You got halfway through the, okay, was that like a trophy to beat the game without saving, or you just forgot to save? Like, but yeah, that sucks, bro. So I'm in this bit where I believe I need to get some like women's clothing. But one does not specifically remember where I get the women's clothing from. Oh, this guy's not going to help me. Can you tell me to come back? Called Eris a good-looking heifer. I heard that when they remade this game, the Final Fantasy VII remake, they redid like the dialogue, and yeah, I can see why. I can see why. just a challenge that I made up, just to challenge myself, which I had saved now. Oh, it's the weapon shop guy. I don't think I've got enough money to buy weapons though. Yeah, I ain't got enough for weapons. I might have to sell some stuff, but we'll see. So when it comes to that sort of thing, though, like with like trophies in games and things like that, like these days, I don't particularly care too much for trophy hunting and. These days I don't really care too much for trophy hunting, but I do feel like there's certain trophies that all games should have, right? One of them is you should always have a trophy for beating the game on its highest difficulty setting. Most games do. Most games do. Or at least most games I've come across do. But every now and then you come across a game that doesn't actually give you a trophy when you beat the game on its highest difficulty setting. Like, you'll get a trophy for, you know, beating a game, but you get it'd be the same trophy whether you beat it on easy, medium, or hard. There's no separate trophy for beating it hard. And I feel like every game should have a trophy for beating it on hard. Like, standard. Like, I'm not saying you can't, you know, experiment and be creative with it or whatever, but I feel like that's the standard thing. If you beat the game on the hard, there should always be a separate award for that. Am I supposed to give this guy medicine or something? I don't think I can. I got all the trophies for RE1 remake and right. Okay, so platinum. This guy said I could have ghosted a counter, but he won't even. Come to the counter. This is Don Corneo's mansion. He's a big shot in the wall, man. Listen, the Don doesn't like men, so get the head out of here. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to dress up as a woman. Oh wait, there's something down here. Avalanche. Those are the rebels I'm hanging with. I used to be pretty big into the whole kind of trophy hunting space. Like, this is going back, like PS3 days, really. A little bit of PS4 days, but mostly on the PS3 days. I think by the time the PS4 came around, I wasn't into it as much. But certainly during the PS3 days, I was big into the whole kind of trophy hunting thing, and I'd spend ages like on games just like getting as many trophies as I can. I platinumed quite a few of them, even games I didn't, you know, really like so much. If they were kind of easy trophies, I'll do it. there's something down here. Oh. There's another challenge that I made up, just increases the difficulty, was to not kill any zombies, only the boss at the end. That was tough to do, but I finally did it. Okay. But if you don't kill zombies though, that means you don't get any items or... Because the zombies drop items, right? And if they're not dropping items like ammo and whatever else, health, that's just gonna make the boss harder because you'd have like the weaker guns and low health. Would that be right? What kind of guy are you? Apparently not a very nice one. Zombies don't drop any items in RE2 remake. That's RE4 where... Oh, okay. Ish. So everybody's telling me about this Don Corley whatever dude. But can't get any further though. So how do I get to be a member? Let's find this guy, see if he's woken up yet. Go. They're closed now, bloody hell. I can be closed in the middle of the day. So should I sleep and come back at another time? Is RE4 remake out yet? Or is that still to come? March 24th, right. What's that? What's that? 3 months away? Well, maybe about 2 months away, really. We've got February, March. Yeah, about 2 months. Just about. Man, everybody's talking, nobody's saying what I want to hear. too hyper. Do I have anything that cures hyper? Cure sadness. But he's too hyper. So I don't want to make him more hyper. Crazy because I would have done this bit before, like when I played it all those years ago. I would have done this already. And now it's like, bruh. Yeah, I mean that's classic Capcom. You know, they've always done that. Like even going back to like the Street Fighter days, like Street Fighter 2 days, where you had Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Super Street Fighter 2. You know, then you had the Street Fighter 2 Alpha series. You know, Street Fighter 2 EX Alpha series. It went on for ages. Like the amount of different versions of Street Fighter 2 there were was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like before there was a Street Fighter 3, there was like a million different versions of Street Fighter 2. It was nonsense. It was nonsense. And then for some reason there was only like, I mean, I don't know how many versions of Street Fighter 3 there were in the end, to be honest, but I don't think there were that many. But then Street Fighter 4 came around. Then Street Fighter 5, and now Street Fighter 6 is getting ready to come up. I need to use magic actually, because I think they're known for that. So yeah, they did it with, I mean, even before the remakes, like the Resident Evil series was already getting milked. Like how many different, it was like Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, then they did like Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil Code Veronica, Resident Evil. There was like a million different Resident Evil games before they even started remaking them. Resident Evil was it Revelations? There's a Resident Evil railgun game. So yeah, this is like, was it par for the course, as they say, with Capcom. This is what they do. Can't go through that. Don't open for me. $10 per stay. Oh, I got 269 gil. Okay, didn't even realize. I got more gil. Okay. I didn't realize I had so much. Let me try and get 1 or 2 more fights. See if I can get more gil, and then I can save that. Also did Resident Evil Outbreak 1 and 2 spin-off. Right, yeah. Those Revelations, yeah. So yeah, it's their thing. It's their thing. Careful. I probably didn't need to do that, so I think I just wasted my Oh, I could have just used my healing wind. I don't need to use magic. Oh, I forgot about that. Totally forgot I had healing wind as my limit break, and I used the magic instead of the. Because I could have done that without using magic. Ah, no. 549, okay. Yeah. You played any Resident Evil games, Al? Yo, Luffy D Monkey. Wagwan Luffs. I appreciate that, man. How you doing? How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. That should be right for now. I'm not spending too much. Playing this, how old is this game now? It's 26 years old, this game is. You know, I should use my magic, not magic. That's what I was supposed to do. I played all the Resident Evil games recently. I played RE2 Remake. Have you played any of the Final Fantasy games? Has anybody played any of the Final Fantasy games? Fantasy, if I can talk properly. Have you guys played any of the Final Fantasy games? I have played, well, I guess I've kind of played a few. I've only ever completed one of them though. Ooh, got my potion back. Nice. Do I have a 4,000? Yeah, I do. Cool. Not played any, okay. If you, well, I won't do that. I mean, they're pretty good. I mean, I guess it depends on how much patience you have, though, to be fair. Like, and especially some of these older ones, like Final Fantasy VII, like, I think they could definitely require a lot of patience, you know. Like these fights that I get into, they're pretty random. Like you don't pick your fights, you know, they randomly appear, and that can be both a good thing and a bad thing, in a sense that it could be a good thing. Like now I'm looking to get into fights so I can level up a little bit, so I could earn a bit of money and, you know, that whole thing, right? But it could be annoying when you're just trying to get to some place and everywhere's like all these like little minor fights, especially when you get to a point where you level up quite a bit and there's just minor. Back in the day, I used to play games like Resident Evil, Tekken, and Duke Nukem, games like that. Okay. You two, why don't you get some rest? You have a beautiful room, how about it? I just go. Some rest, what are you talking about? Yeah, you I guess you're still playing Resident Evil now, though, so, the more things change, the more things stay the same. Oh, let's see, is this guy up here? Bloody hell, man, it's still not open the shop. So yeah, from what I can remember, I need to get women's clothes. What I guess I don't remember is how I did it, because I know I've gotten past this bit before. What I'm not remembering right now is how I got past this bit. Like, where did I go? Who did I speak to? That's not what I wanted to do. We've been playing Resident Evil games for over 2 decades. Damn, shall I age now? Well. Excuse me. Oh boy. Ain't let me in here, is he? Oh wait. Yeah, you got a cute one with you. So what's changed though? Because I swear I've been talking to this guy before, and he. So what did I do differently? That's what I want to know. What did I do differently? So I was running around talking. I was supposed to go at least twice before, and he wouldn't let me in. Now he's going, oh, you got cute. I had Eris with me before though. I had Eris with me. What did I? You know what? Let me not even bloody piss take thing. It looks like the Don's mansion. I'll go take a look. I'll tell Tifa about you. Supposed to do. You want to go in with me? Being a man, that'll be pretty hard. Besides, if I bust in there, I'll cause too much commotion. I just can't let you go in alone, oh man. First, we need to find out if Tifa's alright. What's so funny, Eris? Well, you dress up like a girl. It's the only way. Can't this guy over there hear what we're saying though? We're not that far away from him. Wait, I've got a cute friend I want to bang. I can't. Are you worried about Tifa? You are worried about Tifa, aren't you? Then come on, hurry. Eesh. So now I get to buy girly clothes. I wonder if this bit is in the remake where you buy girls' clothes. It probably isn't. I'm sure they took this bit out. Has been in a slump lately. You see, he makes all the dresses. And where's your father? He's probably plastered at the bar. So you're saying we can't get a dress unless we do something about your father? Yes, I'm sorry. He caused so much trouble. So now I've got to go to the bar and sort out somebody's daddy. Okay, they're just, I don't know what to do anymore. I will do something. Let's go. Ish. I've never heard you say you gotta buy girly clothes before until now. Well, I mean, it's not the type of thing you'd say in normal speech, so I don't know. What, was you expecting me to say it before? Like, was I supposed to? I mean, I don't know. There's not too many circumstances you say stuff like that, so I don't know, but hey, I said it now. Well, I've probably said it before. Make me some clothes. Oh, I don't feel like making anything right now. You wait over there for a second. I'll talk to him while you go over there and have something to drink. You know, Mr. always said that just once he does it just so like a girl. So that's why I want to keep dressing him. Tough looking guy like that. So how about it? What are you making one? Might be interesting. I was getting a little bored just making regular clothes. Then you'll do it for us. Yeah, alright. Don't have clothes in the shop though. I have to go make it a dress. And it's like, right, you got clothes in the shop. Let's just get one of them. Get one of them in it. Shiny shimmers. Go shimmers. I got a friend that has the same taste as me. I'll go talk to him. Okay, now what? I get an image in my head. Oh, that's good. So now what? Now what? How do you put this on? I'm gonna go find a wig at the gym. Bruh. What, I have to get into a fight? From the ready position, press square to squat, press X to get up, and press circle to go back to the ready position. Square X circle. A square, X, circle, in that order. Got it? Got it. The most after 30 seconds gets the wig. I'm not going to lose. Yeah, let me get some practice. Okay, so I can't go too fast. Okay, I think I got it. You can't go too fast. Otherwise it just stalls. That was like, well. 3 times. I've only stalled once. Oh. 19, come on. I've got the wig anyway though. Alright, I ain't need to be here no more. Very new business for me. Everyone's getting changed. It's getting free clothes though, like raw. It's got free clothes. Just getting some dude out the bar, you know. Let me see what weapons I can get. I've got 1,199. So, let me get this. I can get one of these. Assault gun, I don't need that. I think I've got, yeah, I've got equipped. Titan bangle. This amulet puts my defense all the way up. I don't have enough for everyone, so I can buy one now. That's it. That's anything. I don't want anything. least I can get some more money. If I can get enough to just buy some more items, that way it's just ready. Let me save here. Just running around in a dress. Oh wait, it can't fair pen. Alright, guess we're not going out just yet. We ain't going out just yet, we've got to go take care of this. I looked at a dude dressed as a girl and was like, yeah, your friend's hot too. Two ladies coming up. Is that all it takes? Just a dress? That's all it took to fool these guys. Now's our chance to find Tifa. Going on here some. No, don't misunderstand. We go together, nothing more. And having to stand here and listen to both of us calling him nothing. You know, really just go plug her is. Okay. Sector 5 reactor, we saw a weird man. Barrett caught him and squeezed some information out of him. That's when the Don's name popped up. Right, Don Corneo. Barrett told me to leave the Lek alone. But something's been bothering me. See, so you wanted the story straight from Corneo's mouth. I made it here, but now I'm stuck. When I was looking for a bride, every day he gets 3 girls, chooses one of them, and then, well, anyway, I have to be the girl for tonight. Sorry about I overheard. Oh. If you know the 3 girls, there's no problem, right? I guess so, but we have 2 here, right? No, Iris. Involve you. Oh, so it's alright for Tifa to be in danger. No, I don't want Tifa. Is it alright? I grew up in the slums and used to danger. Do you trust me? Yes, thanks, Miss Eris. Do you trust us? Just met right now. Call me Eris. Hey. Hey, somebody see something. Some ladies, the Don's waiting. Don't wander around. Hurry up, will ya? Hurry up, will ya? Yes, I don't need to ask. That's the other girls, it is with me, right? You're right. You didn't need to ask. Still looking away. It's going to be a bit cloud, isn't it? Oh no. Scotch and Koch. Where's Eris gone? Oh, shoot. I don't think it's gonna go too well. supposed to grab? They're actually even gonna do nothing, are they? Running around. I'm supposed to lead them somewhere, maybe? Yo, Reese M. Evening, bro. Hope you're good. I hope you're good too. I hope you're good too. I am alright. I ain't too bad. Just kind of stuck in this bit right now, actually. Oh, this is very old school. This is 1997. This is old school. This is the classic Final Fantasy VII from 1997, originally released on the PlayStation. Not even PlayStation 2. PlayStation, like the original PlayStation. That was some old school games my 4-year-old plays, my old SNES. Oh, nice. Nice. Learning them good, huh? Learning them good. The SNES was a good console. Like, that was my second console that I had ever. And, man, Street Fighter on that. Played that a lot. That was a football game that I played a lot. I don't remember what it was called. I don't think it wasn't FIFA. Things like before even FIFA started coming out. But there was a football game I had on that. World Soccer, or I can't remember what it's called, but I used to play that a lot as well. What was your first Master System? Yes, that's correct. That is exactly correct. Well, more specifically, it was the Master System 2, which was the redesigned version of the Master System, where, you know, it was a bit smaller, a bit more compact. And yeah, it had Alex Kidd, had that built into it. And I bought that, I can remember I remember buying it exactly for £60, 60. I remember saving, you know, my pocket money, dinner money. Well, dinner money, really didn't get pocket money, but still saving all my money for weeks on end to finally buy one. And yeah, I used to play Alex Kidd all day, every day, man. It's good times, good times. What was your first console? And that's a question for everybody in the chat right now. What was your first games console or your first gaming computer? In fact, you know what? Let me say this actually, because Master System was my first console, but it wasn't my first gaming computer. My first gaming computer was a Sinclair something or other. I don't remember the name of it, but we had that, and it was Trantor the Last Stormtrooper. That was a game I used to play a lot on that. And there's some other games on it as well. There was Solomon's Key, and there was some other games that we had. I don't remember all of them, but Trantor the Last Stormtrooper was definitely the one I played a lot. Solomon's Key, I played that a lot. In fact, if memory serves correctly, Solomon's Key is the very first game that I actually beat. The very first game that I got from beginning to the end. And all that happens when you get to the end is that it just loops right back to the beginning of the game. That's it. You don't get no credits or nothing, no end stories. It goes right back to the beginning of level 1. It's like, oh, you start again. But still, the very first game I ever completed was Solomon's Key, if memory serves. It's a long time ago now. But yeah, we had the Sinclair, and after that we had an Amstrad. And to be fair, Solomon's Key might have been on the Amstrad. I actually don't remember if we had Solomon's Key on the Sinclair or the Amstrad. But I know we definitely had Solomon's Key. And I know it was, I remember definitely beating it. And I know we had a Sinclair that was first, and the Amstrad came later. But then, yeah, the Master System was the first gaming console that I ever bought. And not only the first console I bought, but also the first console I bought completely with my own money. So, you know, parents didn't help me out or nothing. You know, the computers, there's Sinclair and Amstrad. My dad bought those, or my mum bought those, or maybe they're both chips, and I don't know. But yeah, the Master System, I bought my own money, saved up for ages, and bought one. So I used to save my pocket money to buy SNES games from Game Station. Oh yeah, back in the day, yeah. We had Commodore 64 before the SNES, yeah. Remember we didn't have that, but I remember my cousin had a Commodore 64, and it was like the coolest thing, because that was a big, cool console at the time, or the cool gaming thing at the time. Cassette tape, yeah. We've gone through such a massive technology transition. Going right back to level 1. Soul Destroyer, what was that as a kid, huh? For real. But remember, like back then, most games didn't have saves, right? So if you lost all your lives, you know, you just go right back to the beginning of the game. You had to literally start everything all over again, like everything. Oh, I'm finally getting somewhere. Oh, he's a dude. They finally revealed himself. A man? They couldn't tell it was a man in a dress. They're all surprised now. Spit your dummy out for a bit. Have a hissy fit, and then always back. Right, exactly. Bro, the amount of screaming and swearing, raging. I never threw a controller though. You know, when I see some of these videos of like people throwing their controllers across the room, I've never done that. Mainly because I couldn't be throwing controllers around, bro. You know how much those things cost to replace. Like, we're not throwing controllers around in my house. We're not. The most I'll be doing is this. Like, I'll do that, but still hold it in my hand, just like. the cheat codes. Yeah. Yeah, because you know what? It was like... Because you couldn't just go online and look up cheat codes, right? Like, you might get them in a magazine and stuff like that, but most people I knew at the time didn't buy magazines. I mean, we bought them, but we didn't buy them on a regular basis. So the way we might get cheat codes most of the time was like, you'd hear about it from somebody, right? It'd be somebody who maybe they had a magazine and they knew somebody who had it and they got it from there, or they knew somebody who, you know, whose cousin, whose uncle or whatever works in the game. It was always like my cousin's uncle, no, my friend's uncle or something like that. It was always somebody's uncle. Oh yeah, my friend's uncle works in the game, so you know, it was always stuff like that. It's like it probably weren't true. It's probably a made up thing. But that's always the story, like my friend's uncle or something, like, yeah, he got this cheat code. But that's how you hear about these cheat codes. Like, somebody would know somebody, or somebody would get it from somewhere, and it just like gets passed around and eventually comes to you. And yeah, like you say, you write it down and you go and you try it out, and you had to have finesse with those things as well. Like the way you had to just be like, you know, up, down, left, right, YBXA, just like in sync with like, because you had to time it just right a lot of the time. Like I remember the Street Fighter one, where you had to do it right on the splash screen. Like you had to, like right when the Street Fighter logo comes up, you had to do the cheat code. You had to enter it in like fast, because that screen goes quick. So you had to enter in like really fast, and you hear the blink, and that lets you know that you've done it right. When you hear that blink, that lets you know you've done it right. I'm like, yes. He sounds like that at school. He was real good at games. Okay, one of them ones there, yeah. That one guy. Let's get down to suck up the water with the trunk with the elephant in Donkey Kong. Did he tell you? Oh, we fighting now. Oh, yeah, we had a guy like that in my school as well. Like, he was like the cool kid. He was like, I don't know if cool kid was the right way to describe him, to be fair, because he was like a really cool nerd. This guy that I knew. You know what I mean? Because he was the only person I knew that had all the games consoles. Like he had, you know, the PlayStation. It was like Sega. He had the Master System. He had the Super NES, and he had some other stuff as well. You know, I've never been to his house, but I remember him telling me that he had a VHS player in his room. Which, you know, if you back then, yeah, if you had a VHS player in your room, that was the coolest thing. But yeah, he was like this guy who he seemed to know like a lot about the cheat codes and how to, like you say, he was good at the games. So he was kind of nerdy like that. But at the same time, he was still like a cool kid where, you know, like the cool popular kids would hang out with him, and he, you know what I mean? He was kind of like that. So he was like the coolest nerd you'd ever come across, at least for me anyway. Sister found his number and phone book one rainy Sunday afternoon. There was a kid like that. Up the road, one of those kids who got for like every single PlayStation magazine. Had all the demo games from them. Oh mate, the stockpiles. I remember those magazines as well. But it just had like, yeah, you got the demo discs in there, and you collect them. You just end up with like a pile of discs eventually. Oh, we got the big boys now. You know what? A lot of the time it was like, that's kind of how you played games though, isn't it? Because I games are expensive now, but you know, back then when it's like, especially, you know, sort of school years, I mean, PlayStation for me was a bit late because I didn't get it on release. But certainly when I think it was released like 96, I think, the PlayStation. But I didn't get it till maybe 97, 98, I think. But yeah, it's even during that time, it's like there was periods where you know, I was working out part-time, so it's not like I had like just like bare money. But I think by the time I had the PlayStation, it was a little bit different because a lot of it was quite cheap back then, so it kind of worked out. But yeah, still. Collected those demos, and yeah, a lot of them, that's how you play games a lot of the time. Yo, little Jacob! Final Fantasy VII, yes sir. So nostalgic. Oh, we were just talking about some old times as well. Talk about them old gaming days. I'm doing alright, man. Appreciate you coming through. How's you? How's you and the crew? I'm doing alright. This is like, I think, the 4th or 5th time that I've attempted this game. So here's the thing about Final Fantasy VII for me is, so like I said, I didn't get a PlayStation until maybe 98 or something like that, right? And I don't even think I even ever heard of Final Fantasy, like when I had the PlayStation. Like I remember like being in the shop with my little brother, and he really wanted this game, Final Fantasy VII, like he really wanted it, and got it. And I remember watching him play it, and I just thought it looked stupid, it looked lame, whatever. I wasn't that interested. But for some unknown reason, I can't remember, I probably just got, I don't know, what's the word, attrition, you know, you got weird down after a while. But eventually I was like, alright, cool, let me try this game out. So this is like maybe a couple of years later. It wasn't right away, this is a while later. So probably around about 2000, I reckon, is when I finally actually started playing this game. And I was playing it, and by the way, this is like, I'm sure you know, but yeah, back on the PlayStation, you had discs, right? And this game had 3 discs. It was a big game with 3 discs. And I got all the way through the first disc. I got to the second disc, and I got maybe like a couple of hours into the second disc. Saved, come back to it, and then it was a corrupt save file. After, I don't know how many hours I put into that game, it was I got a corrupt save file, and mate, the levels of pissed off I was at the time, because I was playing this game that, first of all, I didn't even care for. But I started playing it, I was like, okay, it's pretty cool, I'm kind of enjoying it, let me carry on, I'm getting into it. Hours upon hours upon hours, I finally get through that first disc, get into the second disc, playing that, hours, a couple of hours, 2-3 hours maybe, I don't remember exactly, but I got a little while into the second disc, saved, and a corrupted save file. This was, you know, back had the memory cards, corrupted save file, there was no saving, it was like it was gone. It was gone, everything was just gone. And yes, I've tried playing it again a few times since then, like a couple of times since then, and it just hasn't really stuck. So I think this is about the 4th, maybe 5th time that I've attempted this particular game. Hopefully this time I can actually get to the end of it. But yeah, this is one of my greatest gaming tragedies, is the fact that I've never actually completed Final Fantasy VII. So hopefully we're going to be rectifying that some 20-something years later. Back in the day, I did a marathon session on this game, 2 days straight, break only 4, shower, munchies, oof. Oh, that was back, yeah, them days when you could do that though, wasn't it? Oof. Good times, man, good times. What else? Explore the things you could get with the little spring you pull over, the lid switch to be able to switch copies. Oh yeah. So PlayStation off the Yes, yeah. I remember those. I mean, I didn't have much luck with them myself, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. There was a really popular one actually. Do you remember Bleem? Okay, Bleem technically wasn't for the PlayStation, but there was one called Bleem where you're supposed to be able to play PlayStation games on your PC, and you buy this Bleem disc. And I tried that. Like, apparently it works for some people. It never worked for me. But yeah, the Exploder ones, I remember those as well. But yeah, Bleem was the one that I remember trying the most on a few different occasions. And it just never worked. And that's when eventually I went and just bought the PlayStation because the Bleem just could not work. I got this Bleem disc from a friend, and I was trying to like get it to play and it just would not work. And I was trying all kinds of things, and I don't know. I mean, maybe it was compatible. I don't know, but yeah. There was Bleem, and then there was Bleem Cast, which was for the Dreamcast, but it's supposed to let your Dreamcast play PlayStation games. Again, that never worked for me. But the same sort of thing. You kind of load it up, pop it up, and then put and yeah, it just. But the things we used to do back then, man. Never completed it either. Also, well, hopefully, I'm sure I won't be completing it in this one game session, but hopefully this time we'll get to the end, and perhaps you'll see the end of it as well. If you want to play, yo, what up, Brax? This one I played it. I was really happy about facing Sephiroth, but the game is so long. I lost interest at all. Yeah, them Sephiroth things. I mean, I pretty much know the story, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say I know it well, but I pretty much know what happens. I know about Sephiroth and that kind of thing. I did see the Final Fantasy Advent Children movie they made, which was a pretty cool movie. So yeah, I pretty much know what happened, but hopefully this time I can actually experience it for myself. A bloke who got rich from buying every PlayStation he could get his hands on and chipping them all. Oh, okay. So he would have, was that like so they could play at the like the import games? Oh, nice. Nice. I remember hearing about the chip PlayStations. I never had one, but yeah, that was the thing. If you could get a chip to PlayStation, you could play like the American games or the Japanese games. There was an arcade nearby my school, an arcade shop nearby my school. I remember we used to go there quite a lot after school, and it was like this dingy, dark. I'm sure people were selling drugs in there. Like I mean, I didn't get involved with that, but thinking back on it now, I'm pretty sure people were selling drugs in there. It seemed like the type of place that was just kind of ripe for that kind of activity. But yeah, we'd hang there after school and just like play the arcades, and man, that's since closed down, but oof, good times, man, good times. Yeah, those gold cards for skyboxes to get the channels for free. Okay. Interesting. I'm sure they don't work now, but yeah. I was just thinking because the time we never had Sky when I was that age, but by the time we got it, I guess that whole thing has never even occurred to even try. But oh well, oh well. Always wondered what it was like facing Sephiroth. Apparently he's quite tough, but I'm tougher. People coming to the door selling them for 20 quid. Oh, okay. Did they work though? Because you know sometimes people just say some things on a promise.